Greetings everyone, and welcome to today's roundtable discussion. I'm Bennett Rand, your host. Today we're diving into a very important and timely topic: factors contributing to social deviance among youths in society. With me are two esteemed guests, Dr. James Klain, a sociologist specializing in youth development.
It's a great pleasure joining from here, Bennett.
And Amanda Cole, a community youth advocate and counselor with over a decade of field experience. Welcome, Amanda.
I'm delighted for being here. Thanks for having me, Bennett.
Let's start by setting the stage. Dr. Klain, can you help us define what we mean by social deviance in the context of youth?
Certainly. Social deviance refers to behaviors that violate the norms or expectations of society. When we talk about youth deviance, we often mean things like truancy, substance abuse, gang involvement, or even more subtle forms of rebellion. These actions often signal deeper societal or psychological issues.
Interesting. Amanda, from your work on the ground, how do you see this manifesting among young people?
It varies. I work with teens who are skipping school, engaging in petty crimes, or isolating themselves. What's common, though, is that they're often reacting to environments where they feel powerless, neglected, or misunderstood.
I would like to add that there are various categories in which youth often engage in social deviance, which includes, for instance, criminological aspects, or sexual abuse, cybercrimes, domestic violence, cultural and political or ideological deviance.
Let's now explore some root causes. Dr. Klain, what are the most significant contributors to deviant behavior in youths today?
There's several. Family structure is a major one. Absentee parenting or family conflict can have a huge impact. Education systems that fail to engage students meaningfully also play a role. Then you have peer pressure, socioeconomic status, and media influence, especially social media, which can normalize risky behaviors.
Amanda, would you agree? Are there others you see in your daily work?
Yes, I absolutely agree. I'd also add mental health, anxiety, depression, and trauma are rampant and often unaddressed. And we can't ignore the role of community breakdown. When kids feel like there's no one watching, guiding, or even caring about them, they act out. Sometimes just to be noticed.
Amanda, can you share a story, anonymously, of course, that illustrates what you've just described?
Sure. I worked with a boy named Michael. He was arrested at 16 for shoplifting. Turned out, he was skipping meals at home and wanted to help his younger siblings. His mother worked 2 jobs, and there was no father in the picture. He told me, "No one sees me until I do something wrong." That stuck with me.
That's a powerful example. It underscores how deviance can be a survival strategy or a cry for help, not just rebellion for its own sake.
Let's talk solutions. What interventions have you found to be effective? Dr. Klain.
Community-based programs that provide mentorship and safe spaces for expression are incredibly powerful. Also, schools need to adopt more inclusive and supportive practices, not just punitive ones.
Early intervention is key. We need to listen to kids earlier, counseling in schools, after-school programs, and involving parents meaningfully. Prevention is always better than cure.
We're nearly out of time. Final thoughts: what's one thing we can all do to reduce youth deviance?
Build stronger families and communities. Support systems matter more than we often acknowledge.
Listen more, judge less. Every young person has a story, and often, it's not what it seems.
Thank you both. Today's discussion has highlighted not just the challenges but also the opportunities for change. Social deviance among youths is complex, but with awareness, compassion, and collective effort, it is something we can address. Thank you, Dr. Klain and Amanda, for your insights. And thank you to our audience for joining us. Please share your comment with us, follow, and subscribe for more interesting discussions. I still remain your host, Bennett Rand. See you soon.